you doing? Welcome to this podcast, numero... Don't get tangled by this wire, that's not a number, Zach. Number 33. Welcome and hello. I forgot to get the notes up on my phone as to what I want to talk about in this podcast. I'll have to grab that real quick, I'll have to vamp for a second. But yeah, I'll vamp, never mind. Welcome to the podcast. We're here for another solo one, but in a new location, because I thought if I did another one of these solo podcasts with the tripod literally just situated behind my monitor, it'd get pretty boring very, very fast. So here we are on the bed. I'm trying to do different angles. I'm trying to keep you guys engaged and, you know, keep the attention span of you lot up for that tiniest little bit longer, because you pudding brains can't stomach more than a 5-second video anymore with your TikToks and your Vine, even though Vine hasn't been a thing for years now. I don't even know what I'm saying. Welcome to the podcast. So, yeah. How are we doing? I will quickly date this video real quick and say that this was recorded on the 16th of December. And this won't be coming out until mid-January, I want to say. That's my estimate. The reason being is because right now I am in the midst of my last week of being up in Cardiff for uni before Christmas break. So I'm here pre-recording some videos to then go up over the Christmas break, because when I'm going home for Christmas, I'm not taking my computer with me. I can't edit videos over Christmas for the channel, which is why I am planning ahead. Why did my lamp turn off? Well, let me turn it back on. Don't do this to me. There we go. I just broke the ambience that I've set up for this video. Anyway, so yeah, this week is just me trying to plan ahead and film videos wherever I can, to then go up on the channel during the Christmas break, because I'll be back from the Christmas break, I want to say around, I think it's it's near the start of January. I know that. I think it's like the 10th or the 11th of Jan that I come back here to then get on grinding with uni work, and then also get back on trucking with this YouTube gig that I got going on. But yeah, you guys would have had Christmas, New Year's by now, but for me, Christmas is still fast approaching for me. I can't believe it's been another year. I thought this podcast that I'm recording here could serve as the 2023 New Year's resolution podcast, because I did one last year, or this year for me recording, but last year for you guys watching this in 2023, where I did a roundup of what happened in 2021 and also went through over my New Year's resolutions and spoke about where I want to be in life in a year's time. So I'm looking to do that again this year for this podcast. There's a lot more to this podcast that I've got planned than just New Year's resolutions. It will be very exciting. I have tons of stuff. But yeah, so first off, I want to start off by saying 2022 was a solid year. It was the best year I've had in the last 4 years, that's for sure. I won't beat a dead horse, but I'll say in shortened version, 2019 was garbage, one of the worst things ever, and blah. 2020, equally as bad, mostly because of COVID and all the shit that happened worldwide, but still. 2021, the first 4 months, I want to say, 4 months of 2021 was dog shit. I was the lowest of the low, and I didn't like where I was so depressed. And then I took a gap year. I took a year out, I took a break from uni, and then that's when my happiness started to come back, and it's continued to stay to this day. I've been mostly a lot more positive. So, and that's where we are now. I finished that study break gap year thing and went back to uni, but not to the same uni I went to last time, at a different one, hence me being in Cardiff this time rather than wherever I was last time, which will remain nameless. But yeah, I wanted to go over a quick thing. I got an email from the YouTube gods above, our internet overlords, as it were, and it was something called a my year in review or something like that, and I can't find the email anymore. Oh no, wait, no, wrong inbox. I need to go to my ZT channel inbox. Here we go. My 2022. I won't read through all of it because I don't want to just spend this podcast reading off letters and numbers because my dyslexia probably wouldn't be able to handle that. But yeah, my 2022 snapshot. One thing that did stick out in my mind very, very fast is the amount of new subscribers that came this year. It says 206. That's wild to me. Thank you. If you joined this channel in the last 365 days, I just want to thank you wholeheartedly for joining the family. But I was thinking that, like the other day, just after I finished making a video that I'll talk about in a bit, you'll hear about that soon. But I was thinking, shit, this has been a good year for ZT. Because I started the year with, I think it was 480 something, and then obviously now, as of recording this, which like I say is the 16th of December, I'm now sitting at a very comfortable, I don't remember what number we're at, 695 subscribers. We've gone up more than 200 since last year. This has been the fastest growth I've seen on my channel in I think ever. And I'm just so grateful that people are jumping on the ship and seeing where the ride takes you. I just really appreciate people watching. Like I say, I won't read out any of the statistics because they're long and boring. But what I will say is top viewed videos, number 1, DVD collection for 22. Obviously that one's going to be number 1, whether you like it or not. The Metal Music CD collection, I'm very glad that that made it so high because I worked very hard on it and I'm pretty proud of it. And then obviously third, the Battle Vest tour video, which is fair enough, I suppose. And then the countries of where my audience are from. Obviously UK will be my main demographic. US as well as second. And then third is Australia, which is odd. Or maybe it's not odd. I just never paid much thought to who's watching me from Australia. If people are watching me from Australia right now, comment. Say that you exist, I don't know. You can if you want to, it's up to you. What I will say is that I appreciate all of you watching this, and that's one of the reasons I'm a scatterbrained right now, but I'll finish my thought before I go on to the next one. I love doing these podcasts because I know that they'll get less views than most of the other videos that I put out at the moment, so I know that whoever's watching these podcasts really care about what I'm talking about, and just thank you. I love all of you watching. Even the ones that don't watch the podcasts, and I love the ones that watch and don't comment, like all the silent viewers that, like, your existence is acknowledged. I appreciate all of you. That was so wholesome. It was, yeah, I didn't mean it to sound so cheesy, but whatever. But there you go. That's about as much of the statistic I'm willing to share. The rest of it is like really boring, and like I say, my dyslexia is like, no, don't read that up, you'll make a fool of yourself. But yeah. So that's cool. So what pre-recorded videos did I do, or have I made, for the Christmas break? Well, there's one that's already out, and that is the Metalhead Christmas shopping vlog, which is a banger in my opinion. That video has quickly become one of my favourites of the 2022 like catalogue from the channel. It is such a fun video. I just watched bits from that because there's so many funny moments in there. By the time this podcast's out, it will already be on the channel. So go watch it. If there's one video, I know it's like half an hour long, maybe just skip through some of the best bits, I don't know. It's such a funny vlog, I swear to God, it's hilarious. What moments stick out in my mind? The time lapse in HMV where I just scan up and down the aisle. It's so funny, that bit always gives me a chuckle and a hoo-ha. Also, the bit in the carousel, obviously that bit is funny, but also cursed as hell. What a good video, man. Genuinely one of the best ones I've done in a long time. I just love that video. Another video that's coming out over the Christmas break, or New Year's actually, I should say, is the editor, my latest short film to come out. Now that one of the best ZT videos ever. That's a bold claim. But that one is a video that I had an idea for. for quite a while, but not in the exact way that it ends up coming out. But I definitely did finalise the sort of concept of it when I was making the short film The Survey. So yeah, it's a banger, dude. There are so many cool things in the editor that you just need to go watch for yourself. Like, I'm not gonna spoil it. You just gotta watch it, dude. Yeah, there's that one, and then there's a few other videos that I did pre-record, but they might come out after this video. Like, I've pre-recorded. What else have I pre-recorded? Oh yeah, I pre-recorded the challenge video that I did with Xander. That you don't know what that's about, or if you watched the last podcast, you will know what that's about. So that's a subtle plug to watch the last podcast. Don't know why, but I like that one. I'm excited to edit that one. I haven't edited all of these videos yet. I'm still working on it. At the moment, I'm just in the panic mode of, shit, gotta record some videos so that there's time. Oh. Also, you may hear noises outside the window, like a police siren or a train or cars or people being stabbed. Hopefully the latter won't be true, but yeah. ZT Podcast brought to you by Capri Sun. Or Capri Sun. How do you pronounce that? Capri Sun or Capri Sun? I've heard conflicting reports. I say Capri Sun, just because that's how I was bloody raised. But yeah. I suck at closing lids. Jesus, do you want to chill? Thank you. So what was I saying before I had a lapse in judgment there? Oh yeah, I was really distracted by them. Outside, loud fuckers. But no, yeah, so what else have I done? Oh yeah, basically just be excited for what's coming out on the channel soon, because what else will be coming out is another merch update. Now there's something I want to talk about here, because sorry, that was gross. The merch update that's coming out is the Christmas one, kinda, but it's also not. Basically what I've done is I've completely revamped the merch updates. I haven't completely forgotten about them. It just took me a while to pluck up the courage to make a new one. I wanted to really sit down and rethink how I make these merch updates videos, because if you watched any video of me talking anywhere near deep about anything, is with ZT my mantra is quality over quantity, and also like I'm not going to put something out on the channel if I'm not going to be proud of it, and that's a mantra that I decided that I'm going to stick to ever since I took that 2-month break off of ZT during 2021. It was April 2021. I took a 1-month break off of editing and recording and uploading videos, and it was 2 months for me because I had other videos pre-recorded that were coming out in March. So, but for me it was March and April. But for you just saw April where I where there weren't any videos from me. But yeah, so when I came back from that 1-month break, bearing in mind that also does coincide with my lowest of the low point of depression and shit. So yes, the two are in tandem related. Me having a different mindset and also wanting to make videos I'm actually proud of on ZT, and that really applies to everything, but ZT is what we're talking about right now in context. So, but yeah, so I came back and I made some of the best videos on the channel after that 1-month break, like IRL Bingo, like the Unus Annus Remembrance video, and Escape, the Iceberg video, Living with a Metalhead, Alone. So many great videos that I made after that 1-month break because I changed my mindset. And I'm continuing to hold on to that. I'm continuing to believe that that's what I gotta do. I'm not gonna put something out on the channel if I'm not proud of it. So, but one of the things that never changed after that 1-month break was the merch videos, and the merch videos kept being the same thing. I never made them better made. They weren't ever like high quality, not like the other stuff that I'm making on the channel now. So the last one I did, I think, was in July or June. So I said, because I think what I did as well, believe it or not, I recorded a whole other merch update with a fucking butt ton of CDs. There was a whole CD unboxing video, and I saw it, I stuck it in the editor, and I'm like, this isn't a video I'm proud of. I'd feel bummed if I saw in my sub box that I uploaded a video like this. I'm gonna sneeze. Expect to sneeze in the next 5 seconds. Maybe not, who knows. But I would be bummed if I was a viewer who watched my channel. I'd be bummed if it was a merch video, because it's such a boring, just camera on the floor, showing one item. Oh, there's a CD. Oh, look, here's a DVD. Oh, there's a band shirt. Or, oh, here's a patch. It's just such a tired formula, and I know to change up how I do merch videos is kind of blasphemous, because it is such a staple series on the channel. I feel like we do need a change. If you keep something the same for too long, it just becomes stagnated and just boring, and it outstays its welcome. So I feel like I need to make this change for the merch videos. So that's what I'm going to be doing. The merch videos will be made much better in the near future. The next merch video you'll be seeing is the Christmas haul, but it also is not. It's kind of all the stuff I got for Christmas, plus all of the other items that I picked up after the July merch video that you last saw. Between then and Christmas, I've got a lot of items, trust me. CDs, DVDs, band shirts, all sorts of shit that I can show off. But, like I say, the videos will be recorded, edited and framed in a much more creative way. It's not going to be such a boring formula anymore. I'm really picking up in quality for what that series is going to be. So I'm excited for you guys to see that. Obviously I haven't filmed all of that yet. I filmed like almost half of it. But I might end up refilming some stuff. I don't know yet. But the final thing won't be filmed and edited until I'm back here in January anyway, so it won't come straight away, but it'll come soon enough, hopefully. But yeah, so that's cool. Look forward to that. Also, I have started writing my Slayer album ranking video. Maybe I'll be done writing it in time to film it before I go home for the holidays. In that case, you'll get a Slayer video very, very soon from when you're watching this. Maybe not, I don't want to make any false promises, but yeah, hopefully. That's the hope. So that's cool. Besides that, what have I got planned? I do have a ton of other video ideas, but none of them that I've fleshed out enough to confirm that, oh, this is coming soon. I just have a ton. I have a big document list on my phone of just video ideas. Some of them are just video titles, some of them are full-fleshed scripts, some of them are roadmaps to what needs to be filmed for this to work in the edit. It's a whole thing, and I'm very, very excited to get to tick off some of the videos that are on this list. But some of the videos that were on this list that I was dying to make are coming out very, very soon for me, or have come out already, like the Metalhead Christmas shopping video and the Editor short film. That one especially. Go watch the Editor. It is such a good video. I am so proud of it. But yeah, cool stuff. Let's do a quick retrospective on year 2022, since we're on the topic of, new chapters, end of year type of stuff. So 2022, a good year actually, much better than, like I say, the last 4 years. What did I do in 2022 that I can talk about? A lot of personal growth, a lot of developing my skills in film, and also putting those skills into practice in the industry. That was more earlier in the year. I kind of dropped that when I went through the process of applying for uni and then going to Cardiff. So, but yeah, cool stuff. Also, I worked on a big personal project that I don't really want to talk about on here, at least not for a while. But that took a lot of my time. It's a lot of undertaking, that one, but that's been fun. Yeah, and what else have I been doing on ZT that I can talk about? Blast from the Past Series 3. Now, little known fact here. This is something I haven't really told anyone, actually, at all. I don't think I've told anyone, no. I might have told Joe. No, I don't think I did. But, so, Blast from the Past Series 3 saved my channel. Maybe not literally. It's not a goldmine of views, far from it, and I've already said that numbers don't and will not ever mean anything. Like, views isn't something I care about. That's one of the things that I mentally checked out of caring about when I came back from that 1 month break in 2021. But yeah, Blast from the Past Series 3 saved my channel in the sense that I was starting to feel burnt out from ZT. I wasn't there yet, but in that 1 month break from ZT back in 2021, I said to myself, I'm only going to make videos as long as I want to. And when I start not wanting to, I start to make a plan to end the channel, make a final few videos and call it a day. That's what Blast from the Past Series 3 was. Yeah, that's a change in perspective probably for people watching. Like, Blast from the Past Series 3 nearly was the swan song of ZT, and what a good swan song it was, or would have been, or whatever, because goddamn Series 3 happened in the best case scenario that it could have. Man. But how do I expand on that? Obviously, I'm not planning to quit the channel anytime soon, because I have this new revitalized love for video making, and like the spark is back. I was starting to see it simmer away, but somewhere during the process of making Blast from the Past Series 3, something clicked in my head and I thought, shit, this is really fun. I've got to be making stuff with this mindset, if that makes sense. I've got to be making ZT videos like this. I've got to be doing things because it's fun too, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, it's not like I wasn't enjoying making ZT videos before Blast from the Past Series 3, but the enjoyment was starting to dull away because the production quality of making a ZT video went up a bit, has been slowly climbing. Like, compare a short film like The Survey or Getting Into Metal or anything like that to the quality of video like Metalhead PSA or something from 2020, you know what I mean? So there's definitely like a upward trajectory of quality that ZT keeps climbing. So the fun factor of making ZT videos was starting to simmer because it's like they're becoming more work to make, and I don't ever want making ZT videos to be a chore. I always want them to be something that I enjoy doing, and I want it to be a hobby that I enjoy, because that's what this is. This is just a hobby. I don't earn money from this. I've never earned money from making a YouTube video, and I probably never will, and I'm happier for that, because if numbers got in the way, if money got in the way of all things, of doing this, I wouldn't enjoy it anymore. It would be a chore. It would become a chore eventually. And even if it wouldn't, my heart wouldn't be in the right place anymore. I'd do it for the numbers, for the money. And I don't want that to be the case. I want to do it for fun and for free. This is just for fun. So, yeah, I don't know what my final point was on this, but I think you get what I'm trying to say. Blast from the Past Series 3, I've already spoken about Blast from the Past Series 3 a million times, so I'm not going to go into detail, but I fucking love Series 3. There was something in the process of making it that really did shift a cog in my head, and I'm like, shit, this is so much fun. It might be partially because like everything went right when it came to making Blast from the Past Series 3. I had a roadmap. I was going to take a swig of this drink, but I'm in mid thought right now, so I won't. But fuck, I've lost my train of thought now. No, I haven't. In the process of planning and refilming and editing Series 3, it went off without a hitch, which might be why it was so much fun. But all the same, if it worked, it worked. Do you know what I mean? Like, I even said this in my last podcast, in podcast 30, but how I sent out the invites for everyone to come back if they wanted to. I invited Kane, Mark, Morgan back, and they all said yes. I had the plan for Series 3 to be a 9-episode series, and we ended up getting 9 episodes, but I was preparing for the worst case scenario, where before making Series 3, this was like January time, I was around Joe's house. I believe that day we were filming one of his short films, one of his skits. I think it was The Body, or maybe it was Metal Gremlin or something. Actually, I don't think Metal Gremlin's been released, sorry. Sorry, Joe, I'm not going to spoil a short film. Anyway, yeah, so I was around his house and I said, hey Joe, if I made a Blast from the Past Series 3, would you be down? He said yes. As many videos as you want me to be in. So I said, okay, great. Worst case scenario, I've got Joe for 2 videos, then I've got my mother, who I'll force to be in a video if I have to. So we've got 2 videos with Joe, and then we've got the lights off reaction with Mum, which was always going to happen in Series 3 because that is a big banger video. And then the other 2 will be solo videos, so it'd be another of those Blast from the Past seasons with 5 episodes. But no, we got all 9 of the episodes. All 9 of them. Every time I think of Blast from the Past Series 3, it just fills me with glee. Just because it could have very much gone wrong, but like I said, everyone said yes to the invitations. Everyone said, yeah, I'll come back and film some episodes. Kane came back for 2, Morgan came back for 2, and Mark came back for 2. And Joe ended up only doing 1, which I guess means the secret other Blast of Us Series 3 episode with Joe has been pushed back to Series 4. Oops, shush. That's a little spoiler there for you, but there will be a Blast of Us Series 4 eventually. Hopefully soon, maybe in the next year or 2. Who knows? But Blast of Us Series 3 was fun, so it's reinvigorated my love for that series and also for making videos, so you can thank Series 3 for that. That we're even talking right now, and you're even watching a podcast of me, because it reinvigorated me with this passion to make shit that I'm proud of as well, and log it on the internet for people to see and judge me for. Like I said, if Blast of Us Series 3 wasn't on the channel, I wouldn't have the motivation to make videos like any of the bangers that have come out on the channel recently, like The Editor, like Metalhead Christmas Shopping, or Metal Logo Reading Challenge. There are tons of others that I can't think of. But regardless, the Unis Honest podcast. I love that podcast. That podcast was bomb. I love that one. That one was fun to make and fun to record. Go check that one out. If there's one podcast that's come out recently that you haven't seen, you should. It's Unis Honest one. But yeah, I am going to take a swig because my throat is literally dying right now. Also, I believe we've gone past the half an hour mark, so I'll finish my point and then we'll go to the commercials. What else do I have to say? Oh, I did make another video skit for Iersborg. I'll talk about that channel really briefly. That channel is kind of just in the back of my mind. I'm not worrying about that one right now. Iersborg, for anyone who doesn't know, is my second channel where I just kind of shitpost or just post videos whenever I want to and just don't any other time. And I made a skit on there with Xander called Kill Your Friends. Great skit. It's fun, it's low effort, but it's the energy of Iersborg in a nutshell as a skit, and some of the people who watched Iersborg from like back when it started in 2016 probably really enjoy that skit. Hopefully they do. I don't know for sure though. But anyway, yeah, so that was fun, but that skit also kind of coincided. What's funny is that skit was originally meant to be just the advert for ZT Podcast 32, the last one. But it was that good, and me and Xander just kept expanding the script for it, that we said, fuck it, let's make it its own video. So we did, and we stuck it on Iersborg as its own little organism, which is great. But yeah, that's fun. Fun stuff. What else have happened in 2022? Went to a lot of shows. I went to see some of my favourite bands this year. I saw Queen live. I saw Status Quo twice. Once in Oxford and the other in London. And then I also saw Green Day. With Fall Out Boy and Weezer. That was cool. And then also Devastator. See? Devastator. Cool stuff. Honestly, what a good year for like shows. The main obviously reason is because of COVID stopping that from happening for a long time. So that's what it's been. It's been a real oh fucking hell. Oh, what, my lamp has fallen on the floor. This didn't break. That's just broken the immersion of the nice warm lighting that's going on in this video. But I can't be asked to move. Now it looks like a spotlight. So I'm gonna quickly go on a commercial break in a second. I just gotta put the dramatic lighting on. Hold on. Wait. Dramatic lighting. No! Dramatic lighting. Hope you guys have enjoyed the first act of this 2-act podcast. I'll see you after these messages / advert for the Amazon review of the week. I don't know why I'm still going for this bit. This bit needs to go away. But yeah. Oh wait. There was one more thing I forgot to mention with concerts. I'm gonna see Volbeat tomorrow. I'm gonna see Volbeat, Napalm Death, and the band called Skindred. I haven't heard of them, but definitely heard of Volbeat and Napalm Death. So I'm excited to see them. What was I doing? Oh yeah, dramatic lighting. Hope you guys enjoy the commercial break. I'll see you after these adverts. Goodbye. My voice is gone. So dramatic. Let's put this back down and turn it orange. There we go. Thank you. That's my lighting rig, by the way. It's not actually my lamp. Well, I mean, it is my lamp, but the orange lamp kind of fell on the floor behind it. But yeah. What are you still doing here? Go watch the adverts. I'll see you in a second. Why, hello there, valued customer. No. Wait, no what? No. You don't even know why I'm here yet? No. How rude. Not even giving me a chance to speak. No. Honestly, I'm just trying to advertise this product to you. Nope. You don't have to shoot down the pitch before I say it. You don't even know what I'm advertising yet. No. Well, the thing that I'm advertising to you is such a delectable item. It is. No. How dare you cut me off like that? You know how much I work for this? No. Exactly. You don't know, do you? No. I tell you what, I paid so much money for this hat, this robe, this chain, these fake eyelashes. No. What do you mean, no? Nope. How dare you? No. Are you going to say anything other than no? No. Is no the only thing you can say? Narp. Oh, then what else can you say? Nope. Yeah, you've already said that word. No. Yes, you have. Nah. Yes, you have. Nah. Say a different word. No. Why not? Nope. That's not an answer. No. Why can you only say no? What was the word? No. We're just going around in circles here. No. Honestly, I don't even know why I bother with this. I didn't actually pay any money for this hat. I got it free with the university. I don't even know why I took this job. I'm clearly not getting anything from it. I think I might just go home. No. 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 No? No. You want me to stay after all? Nope. Oh, well, fuck you then. I'll take my custom elsewhere. Yeah, that actually worked. And welcome back from that commercial break. Yes, I am wearing a party hat, Christmas hat thing. I realised that I didn't wear anything festive for this Christmas New Year's style podcast that I'm doing for this one, so halfway through I found this just lying about, so I just stuck it on. I probably should have put it on at the start, but oh well. What can you do? Also, I'm trying not to knock off this microphone with this wire just tangled behind me right now, because otherwise the whole podcast goes kaput. Anyway, this Amazon review is entitled Didn't Know I Could Hate Tape. Let's read it, shall we? I didn't wake up this morning and think, I'm going to write a review about tape I bought on Amazon, but then again, I didn't think tape existed that didn't stick. You probably need gaffer tape, you may be thinking. Why is it so expensive? I don't know, but I can tell you exactly why it's so cheap. It doesn't stick. I don't understand. I want answers. It just doesn't stick. I'm giving it 5 stars, however, because it taught me a lot. 1, my dad was wrong. There are bigger disappointments than me. 2, it doesn't stick. 3, you have an existential crisis while using tape. 4, it doesn't stick. This tape doesn't stick. 5, my finances. Mum asked me why I don't believe in religion, and I think this tape is the Lord's karma against me. This tape doesn't stick. Number 6, I literally thought, whoa, this tape could literally just be blown off, so I tried. I thought I was crazy. Go watch the video. 8, how does this tape not stick? It has one single job. If you buy this tape, use the money you saved and go see a therapist for why you hate yourself that much. Did I mention the tape doesn't stick? I'm having an existential crisis. A beautiful review that I definitely stumbled and didn't read as right. Oh no, it's just worded wrong. A lot of these fucking hell, my brain is fried now. A lot of these Amazon reviews that I read out are badly worded, but what can you do? Yeah. Fun Amazon review. But yeah, I guess we'll go back to our regularly scheduled podcast. I do want to move on to something else. Oh yes, another segment I want to maybe add to the podcast if it's something people are up for. Basically, it's just like an album recommendation segment where I talk about albums that I've listened to in the last year, maybe, and just name them off and give like let people go and check it out, you know. Because the last time I did this sort of segment, it lasted half an hour. I won't let this one last that long, but I will list off like 10 albums probably that I really like that you guys should check out. The main reason I'm doing this is because the last time I did it in podcast 30, it got very positive reception. So if you guys enjoy it, I'll do it again after this. So in no particular order, the albums that I think are worth checking out that I think are a bit lesser known. So this, I'm explaining this so poorly, but this recommendations list won't be featuring anything that people might have already heard of, like Behemoth's new album. Everyone knows about that. Everyone knows it's great. Same with the new Bloodbath album or the new Amon Amarth album. I'm not recommending any albums or bands that people definitely know a lot about. These bands and albums are a bit lesser known and maybe deserve a bit more praise. So here we go. In no particular order, an Abstract Illusions album, Woe, and like the name of the album, you can probably imagine my reaction to the album. Eternum with Heir of the Rising Sun. I'll put the album arts here if I'm not too lazy in the editing. My third one is Miseration. The album is Black Miracles and Dark Wonders. The next band is Midnight with their album Let There Be Witchery. That one's really, really good. Definitely recommend that one. Weichdude, yes, that is a real band name, and their album is There's Always Blood at the End of the Road. Another great one. I think that came out this year, or maybe, yeah, I think it did come out this year. Then we have Hath with their album All That Was Promised, great one. Defleshed, Grind Over Matter, which is one of my favourite death metal albums to come out this year, to be honest. Then we have Gorod with Aethera, or Aetheria, I think it's Aethera. That's really, really good tech death. I do like Gorod. Definitely been getting into them a lot more this year. Then we have, Lick with Misanthropic Breed. This album I've spammed a lot, almost as much as I spammed Survival of the Sickest this year. Misanthropic Breed is definitely an album you got to check out if you're into death metal even remotely. It's great, brutal death. And then the last one, Cadaver with Edda and Bail, which is another good one. I'll put all the album arts here in no particular order, don't they? They should be in the right order, but yeah. Those are my 10 recommendations for albums at the moment. Come back more for soon albums. Come back soon for more albums. If you want me to do another segment like that on the podcast, I'm more than happy to. I love recommending music to people. But yeah. So what's going on next year that I can talk about? Before that, I do want to finish my thought of what I've been up to. What have I been up to? What was I up to today? Oh yeah, finishing my fucking uni assignment. Today is Friday, the 16th of December, and was the hand-in day for the film project that I've been doing for my module from September to December. And I'm the editor in my group, and it was editing hell. I won't get into detail about what went wrong, but a lot of things went wrong. I'll probably do a whole podcast about it at some point in the future, because it does deserve a podcast. Let's just say that equipment broke that shouldn't have broke, and my morality broke a lot faster than it should have broke. But yeah, editing hell was today, or this whole last 3 weeks leading up to Christmas has been editing hell for that film. But I got it in, and I got it done, and it's out of the way. I don't have to worry about it now, which is what this podcast is. It's kind of me celebrating that I'm free to edit a few more ZT videos before I go away for the holidays. I'm going back home on the Sunday, and like I say, on Saturday, I'm going to see Volbeat with, like I say, Napalm Death and Skindred. So I'm excited for that. That's happening tomorrow night. So tonight I'm kind of just mellowing out, I guess, and enjoying my first, hopefully, 10-hour sleep coming up that I've had in a month, at least, probably. This hat is slowly sliding off my head, so I'm going to have it back down here. Yes? Is it working? I don't think it's working. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. Been up to a bit of pain and suffering with editing a uni project, which is nothing new. But yeah, that's been going down. What else have I been up to? Oh yeah, Walking Dead finished recently. I want to talk about that for a second. I made a Walking Dead video, a ranking video of all the seasons, and I did not expect it to do as well as it did, but I'm very pleased it did. That video came out the day after the Walking Dead series finale came out, and how did I manage to do that? I don't even know, but in the space of the Walking Dead finale coming out and me watching it, writing the video, filming it and editing it, was in the space of 12 hours. So the Walking Dead video is surprisingly well edited considering how fast I had to make that video for it to be up on time. Because I was falling behind in videos to upload. I was catching up with myself a bit too fast. I had no pre-recorded videos for that week, so that had to be that week's video, which is obviously worked out a treat because it got tons of views. Where's my drink gone? Oh, it's over here now. My throat is suffering, dude. I don't know what it is. I think I'm getting a bit of throat cancer. I shouldn't joke about that. I'm really sorry. But yeah, so Walking Dead ended. And how do I feel about the ending? I love it. The more I watch it, the more I appreciate that we got a good ending, because I've already said this, but when Game of Thrones ended, it kind of broke me. It really made me feel like nothing good, no good story has a good ending by the looks of it, because Game of Thrones was a great story and it had such a shit ending. The entire 8th season was crap. Granted, season 7 also wasn't great, but leading up to season 8, I had faith that season 8 would bring it back and give us a great ending, but it didn't. Quite the opposite. It made it even worse. So that was a shame. But no, Walking Dead didn't do that. I was expecting it to do that. I was expecting it to give us a shit ending after 11 seasons of build-up. It would let us down, but it didn't. It did not, and I'm so pleased. The more I think about it, the more happy I feel, because it very well could have gone the other way, but it didn't. Yeah, speaking of Walking Dead, I was thinking of doing more Walking Dead videos next year. That's one of my New Year's resolutions for ZT at the very least. I definitely want to make more Walking Dead vids. I've definitely got like 3 or 4 ideas down the pipeline that I could develop. If there are any Walking Dead like fans that are still clinging on to this ZT channel right here, then look forward to that. Hopefully I'll be doing more Walking Dead vids in the future. What else has come out recently? Oh, what am I thinking of? Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty Season 6. I do want to talk about this because I haven't managed to follow up my thoughts on Rick and Morty since finishing the ZT podcast about it with Joe. But Season 6 has been great. Season 6 has been one of the best seasons of the show, in my opinion. I think that nothing will stack up to Season 2 or 1. Or maybe it will stack up to 1, but definitely not Season 2. But Season 6 has been great. I don't want to say it's the best season, because it's not, but there's so much to love about it. I'll just go through the episodes really fast, just to, like I say, follow up on my ranking of Rick and Morty that I did for a full podcast. I'll just, add to the docket, if that makes sense. So, Solar Rick's the first episode. Great. Great opener. Everything I love about Rick and Morty in an episode. Great. Second one, the Roy episode, I think it's called. Ricka Mort Well Live, or Morta Rick Well Live, something like that. That's a fun one. It's one of the weaker ones of the season, though. Episode 3, the Bethic Twinstinct. Great episode. That one is the Twin Beths episode, and I love that one so much. It's so funny. I don't know what to say. It is just so good. Fourth one, Night Family. It's just a love letter to the horror genre and Jordan Peele's films. I obviously will love that one regardless. Final Deathsmithation, which is the Rick and Jerry episode for this season, and I love Jerry. Jerry's my singular favourite character of Rick and Morty. How much time do we have left? Battery dies in like 25 minutes. Alright, fine, cool. We have a time limit before the podcast ends. I love Jerry. Jerry's my favourite character of Rick and Morty, and seeing him in a full episode with Rick is always fun to see, and I loved the episode. What was number 6? Oh, that was the Dinosaurs episode. Yeah, that one's fun. I like that one, actually. That one's a lot of fun as well. 7th one was the... Oh yeah, that was the Story Train Part 2 episode. I didn't like that one. That's the one Rick and Morty episode this season that I don't like, that I just don't really enjoy. I think it's like a cash grab. Not even a cash grab, just a lazily written episode. It's just a sequel with unfunny jokes and just rehashed like fourth wall breaking motifs and shit. So yeah, I don't like that one. But Analyze Piss, episode 8, is the best of the season. Definitely top 2 for me. It's between that and Solar Rick's. That's a great one. Episode 9 was the Knights of the Sun episode, which was also fun stuff. And then I just watched the finale yesterday, and it was boss. It was really fun. My one criticism with it is that it's a great episode, it's a fun episode, but it isn't the strongest finale. It doesn't cap off such a great season in a perfect way, in my opinion. I guess it might just be because I have such high standards now, because season 6 was that good. I was expecting the finale to amp it up even more somehow, but didn't, shocker. But yeah. What a great season though. I'm just really glad that season 6 is miles better than the last 2 or 3 seasons that's come before it, in my opinion. I know but you're allowed your own opinions, and if you don't like Rick and Morty season 6, you're allowed to, but I won't deny that there's definitely a portion of the Rick and Morty fandom that thinks that it's trendy and cool to now hate on Rick and Morty because it's cringe culture or whatever, but I don't care. Season 6 is great, and I love it to pieces. Like I say, only one shit episode, the rest is all great. What else has come out TV show wise while we're on the topic? Doctor Who! Fall of the Doctor. No, not Fall of the Doctor. Power of the Doctor. What do I think of it? I think that I'm excited for the next era, which is the response that everyone's had on Twitter. Just immediately after the episode is over, they're like, okay, Jodie's gone. Hi Tennant, let's suck the dick of Doctor Who again now that Jodie's gone, which is such a shame. I won't pretend that I wasn't one of those people. I was definitely one of the people who was watching Doctor Who and not enjoying Jodie's era. And I still don't love Jodie's era, to be honest. There is obviously some episodes that I've definitely warmed up to in Series 11, like Witchfinders I love now. Rosa is okay. Actually, I think that's it. Resolution. I like Resolution. And then in Series 12, you also have Ascension of the Cybermen, Haunting of Villa Diodati, Nicola Tesla's Night of Terror, stuff like that. And obviously, some of Flux was good. Like, we got Village of the Angels and War of the Sontarans from that season. And then after that, we got Eve of the Daleks, which I loved, Legend of the Sea Devils that I did not love, and then Power of the Doctor, which I thought was meh. Which is a shame. I think going out of the... I mean, one thing I will say is that if you told me when Series 11 was happening and I hated Jodie's Doctor, that by the end of her era, I would really feel like I'd miss her, then I'd tell you you're lying. But I will miss her. I definitely felt really, really sad when she went. I think what I felt sad most about is the missed potential, because I would have loved to have seen 1 year with her Doctor under the writing of RTD, but sadly we won't ever get to see that, so I gotta let go. Also sad that we won't get a full Jo Martin series. I did hold out hope for that for a very long time before my hopes and dreams were scattered to the ashes. Yeah. So yeah, Doctor Who, I'll probably do a full review on it at some point soon. Hopefully. I do realise that it's been a while since I've done a Doctor Who review in a while. It's been a while since I've done any Doctor Who videos on the channel. I've just been kind of drifting away from it a bit, mostly because at the moment there's no Doctor Who to even talk about. But at some point I'll definitely do the Series 13 Doctor Who review, which will be the 6 episodes of Flux, plus, before it, the Revolution of the Daleks review, because I never reviewed that. And then after that, I'll obviously, in that same video, I'll review Eve of the Daleks, Legend of the Sea Devils, and Power of the Doctor, all in that Series 13 review bubble there. I was also thinking of doing a Power of the Doctor review on its own, like just talk about that episode on its own, because I do have a lot to say about what it did well, but also what it didn't do well, because it's a very mixed bag of an episode. On one side of it, I enjoyed it, and on the other side, I was like, why did they do that? You know what I mean? There's two sides of the same coin, I think. So, yeah. But hopefully I'll get around to doing some more Doctor Who videos in the new year. That's my hope, definitely. But yeah, I've just been trying to prioritise stuff that I want to make rather than what I have to make. So Doctor Who videos have kind of gone down in priority a bit, especially after doing the Doctor Who DVD collection for 2022. That kind of almost bookends my time of doing Doctor Who videos on YouTube. Not that I'll ever officially stop, but I definitely will be slowing down a lot more. But what will not be slowing down is the Review in Space series. I will not be stopping that ever, I don't think, or if I do, it'll be a long time from now. just because it is a series that I am very proud of, even now. I look back on most episodes of Review in Space very fondly and think, shit, that's fun stuff. It's a good formula for a Doctor Who reviewing podcast series. It really is higher quality than a lot of the other Doctor Who reviews that you see on YouTube. Not calling anyone out, but I was one of those people before I changed my channel name to ZT. Oh no! When I started making Review in Spaces is when I made the flick of the switch, and I realised, yes, quality over quantity. That's always what I go back to. Making videos that I want. It's just prioritising in general, really. But yeah. Let's also talk about my New Year's resolutions before the podcast ends. I haven't got many of them written down because of the same resolutions as last year. What I probably should have done is written down the exact things that I wanted to do this time last year and then tick off whether I did them or not. But oops, I guess I'll save it for next year if I remember to. Hopefully I remember to next year. But my resolutions for next year, for 2023, currently it's actually... should say this year because this podcast comes out in 2023, but for me it's still 2022. I am going to make sure I'm not going to force anything. That's my big thing. I'm going to make sure that I don't force a video if it doesn't work, or a friendship that I have or anything. I'm not going to force a conversation with someone if I don't feel like they're worth my time, which is something I've said in the past, but I'm sticking to that even now. I don't know, I've said this every single year since 2018, but I will in 2023 make one short film every month for the whole year. I started off well in 2022. I did start off well this year, and I made a short film every month for a while. I did Up Late, then I did, what was February? The Survey, I think? Maybe? Yeah, then Getting Into Metal, then it was... can't remember. The Obliged, I think. And then I think it was Game Over, and then I just kind of stopped halfway through the year. I'll tell you the reason I stopped. It's because, first of all, I went on holiday. I went away to the British Isles of Weymouth for a holiday, and that's where I thought of making a short film that time, but it didn't work, so I decided instead to film a metal video, which was the How to Be a Metal Elitist video. Which is kind of a short film, but kind of not. I don't know whether to count it as a short film or not. It is a fun video and I do love it, but I don't know whether it's of the same quality as the other short films I've done, but I like it. I like that video a lot. But in place of that, that would have been another short film to happen in the month. But then after that, I also made Blast from the Past Series 3, and that took my time. That took my priority, I think, over anything else on ZT for a little bit. And I'm very proud that I did finish Blast from the Past Series 3. What's something else I'm going to do in 2023? I am going to try and make Blast from the Past Series 4. No promises. Also, finish my uni degree. Finally, I'm going to do that. That's one thing that I didn't actually mention is, I'm obviously at uni in Cardiff. Isn't that wild? First of all, that I'm in Cardiff now, because that was like a childhood dream of mine, and so the fact that I'm here right now, I can just picture my younger self that was obsessing over Doctor Who and falling in love with Cardiff Bay for the first time, and then imagine him seeing where I am now. I bet he'd be like, "Oh, lucky," or something. I bet he would. I'm talking about myself in the third person. That's a bit sad, but you get what I mean. It is crazy. But one thing that did remind me about is a sort of quote that I heard from someone that I used to watch who did YouTube videos when I was younger, who I used to watch religiously. Don't remember who they were, but it doesn't matter. Not important, but they said a quote called, what did they say? I don't remember what they said anymore. Oh no, they said, you don't owe your younger self anything. You owe yourself now to do what you need to do. Which is true, but accidentally speaking, me moving to Cardiff was one of the best things that ever could have happened to me. So I'm kind of making myself happy now, whilst also fulfilling a childhood dream that I had from a young age, which is move to Cardiff. Which is what I've done. Man, my life. Another resolution, just thought of one. Live in the moment, live now, just appreciate the now. that's happening, because I don't ever stop to do that, and I'm trying to do that more, but like I say, I need to just stop, look around at my surroundings and realise I'm here right now. I'm here on my bed recording a dumbass podcast, which is crazy. It's cool that I'm in Cardiff. It's just good to just soak in the environment that you're in the present, not thinking about, I need to go get shopping later, or I remember when that really cool thing happened the other day. Like, another thing that I'm going to do less in 2023. Stop looking back at my life. Stop retrospectively looking at my life. That's not for me to do right now. I'm at the age where I need to be making the memories, not looking back on them. So I'm gonna make sure that I look back on. I don't want to compare myself now to how I was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 1 year ago, because that's unhealthy to compare yourself against yourself, because you're never going to be satisfied. There's always another goal after the one that you want to get. So I'm going to stop watching old videos on the channel. I'm only going to watch the videos that I'm editing to then upload on the channel. I'm not going to look back on my life, at least not for a whole year, and see how I do. Obviously, that's easier said than done when you've literally got a whole YouTube channel documenting literally nearly over 6 years of your life at this point, which is, in my case, what's happened. ZT has literally become a log of my life and my interests. Started with Doctor Who, starting to fizzle out a bit, moving into metal, then moving into filmmaking, and then dipping in and out of metal and filmmaking, and now here we are, where we are right now. But yeah, priorities. Another priority is not, like I say, not owing your younger self anything. It's a very, very important segue to another resolution, is chase a real dream. Chase something that you really want to do in life. And my priorities have changed in life. And for the longest time I wanted to be a filmmaker, but recently I've realised I can't do that one thing for the rest of my life. That's not what my legacy is going to be. I don't want that to be what my legacy is. And I don't want my legacy to be YouTube either, just for the record. I just do this for fun because it is such a nice, fun distraction and it fulfills me creatively. But I had an epiphany a little while ago now, where I realised, shit, filmmaking doesn't need to be my only thing. I felt that I was obliged to just chase the film career because I've been chasing it for so long that I need to pursue it for the rest of my life, when that's really not the case. But obviously I've been chasing that for so long, that's all I know is filmmaking, really. That's what my career path was in my head for so long, back when I first started watching Doctor Who Confidential, when I realised, shit, you can make money from making films, from making Doctor Who, that's so cool. So I just continued chasing that dream. But now I've realised that doesn't have to be the one thing that I do. I can do tons of shit. I can do music. I can just write stories. I can do so much more stuff than just make films. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up more doors for myself for the future. That's another resolution for 2023. But yeah, I'm going to conclude this podcast here because we are approaching the hour mark, I think. What's the time? Aha! We have got not long left until the podcast is over, so yes, we're going to close it off here. It got very, very deep, very, very fast though. I will look at my notes one more time in case I've forgotten anything, knowing me I have. No, I have not, thank goodness. Alright, cool. One thing I did forget to say is Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a good Christmas and New Year's by the time you're watching this. By the time you're watching this, I will have also had my Christmas and New Year's. But as of recording this, I have not. But I hope I have a good Christmas and New Year's. And yeah, on to 2023. Hopefully it's another good year, because 2022 was fun. But hopefully 2023 is even better. Fingers crossed. Don't want to jinx it though, but yeah. Cool stuff. I think that's all I had to say here. Thank you for joining me on the bed. Like I say, I don't know why I picked this angle. Like I say, it's a bit more interesting than just me sat being interrogated on my editing chair in front of my computer. Thought I'd hang out here. I'm more casual this way. I definitely do talk more freeform. I mean, I talk more freeform. I could talk forever. I mean, why do you think I've got a whole fucking channel of me talking to the camera? It's literally what I do best. I just talk all the time. It's a real problem. If I didn't have this YouTube channel, I'd literally talk to myself and I'd be committed to an asylum for doing it too much. But yeah, here's to, let's raise a glass to 2022 and how good of a year. I mean, it was a good year for me, for the most part. Obviously, nothing in life comes without its ups and downs. Like recently, me for example, my family has had to deal with a relative's death, a close family relative, which has hurt, but I'm kind of trying to be more positive this year, which is the last resolution I'll mention in this podcast, is be more positive. Like, I'm always a pessimistic guy. I've always been a glass half empty kind of person, but 2023, I mean, in general, I've been trying to work on myself to think of the bright side of things. So that's what I've been trying to do, despite, like I say, shit. Sometimes going through shit hurts, but you've got to try to find the silver lining. I know when it feels like there isn't one, you just want to just stop functioning, but you can't let that happen, otherwise the darkness wins, to be so dramatic and profound. But yes, raise a toast to the end of 2022, whether it was a good year or a bad year. It's over now, it can't hurt you anymore. But yeah, I'll actually take a swig of that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, and I'll see you guys in the next one.